Hey everybody, what's going on? Outdoors with Unc here. It's me and Bailey, and we have just used our Jhon boat to sneak into the backside of the golf course. Well, we're hoping to do some bushcrafting, maybe build a survival shelter. I have no experience in bushcraft or shelter building. As a child, I used to go out into the forest and build forts all the time. We never called it bushcraft or survival building. We just called it building forts in the forest. So if you're here for educational purposes, this probably isn't the way to go. But if you're here to watch a guy try his attempt at bushcraft behind the golf course, I imagine the golf course to be, I don't know, maybe a quarter mile behind where you guys are at now. There is a little slough or a canal that runs from my pond into the back of the golf course. I've passed numerous no trespassing signs to get here, but I don't think there's any way back here. The bush is pretty thick. We're kind of... Hey, before we start our bush crafting activities, we got the Zebco, we got a worm and a bobber, and we're going to try to catch some fish while we do some bushcrafting. I don't know if anybody's fished this part of the canal. I've never seen anybody up here. This does connect to my pond down behind my house. I know there is perch and channel cat, bullhead catfish in here, but it is the middle of winter, so no guarantees on a catch, but it would be nice. We'll throw out the Zebco and see if we can find something. Alright, now that we got the Zebco out, we got the dog in her activities bag. We moved probably 20 yards into this thicket, and with all the windstorms, we've had an abundance of downed trees. I did bring a few tools with me, one of them being an axe, a shovel, and some rope. Not like paracord, because I am not a survival expert. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm hoping most of the knots I have to tie, I'm going to tie with fishing line knots. And I think I'm going to start by collecting some large sticks. I'm hoping to do a lean-to shelter. There's a small hill behind me here, and I hope to be able to clear it out, run a stick between this tree and this tree here, and maybe build a roof on it and see what we can do. Alright, let's go. One thing I forgot to mention is brought snacks. I'm middle-aged now, so I always like to carry snacks with me. Beautiful day out in the Pacific Northwest. Probably 45, maybe 50 degrees. And it's sunny in January, which never happens out here, so it's a good day to be outside and do some bushcraft. I think we got the rough structure built. This is what we got. It's just a simple lean-to, some down trees. I'm gonna cut some smaller branches and fill in and maybe make a little bit of a roof. Well, I thought we'd take a little break, mainly because I'm huffing and puffing. We got the rough frame of our structure up, and now we're gonna gather some stuff to hopefully put on a roof. I don't think it'll be waterproof because I just don't have that much skill, but beautiful day. Thought I'd check the Zebco. No action there. I don't know how deep it is right here. Can't imagine it being much more than 4 or 5 feet, but we're gonna pull the bobber off and see if we can pick up a fish just off the bottom. So no weight, just a hook and a worm in a hole. And I haven't done this style of fishing probably since I was a kid. But if you've ever heard a country song about a Zebco on a creek bed, that's what we're doing. Before we get going, I think I'm gonna sit down and have a spot of tea with the dog. Just kidding, we're in America. I'm gonna drink coffee like a real man. So let's get some coffee and get this roof put on. And I know what you're thinking. What kind of grown man carries a dog around in a purse? Well, I do. And I bushcraft. And I catch more fish than you. So if you got something to say it. Alright, out of respect for the property owner, because I don't have permission to be here, I gathered some limbs and ferns from the area that were already down. I didn't remove or take down any structures, and it's hard go out here. There's not much trees on this little sandbar that we live, but we gathered a fair amount of stuff, so let's see if we can put this roof on. As I was suspecting, that's nowhere near enough. It's a good start. I'm going to continue to forage, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. So now that our shelter's up, I have dug a small fire pit. It is extremely wet, and finding dry brush or dry material is going to be tough. This isn't Survivor Man, so we're going to use a Bic. I know you guys want to see those flint starters, but did we lose a war or something? Like, why do I have to use a flint starter? This barbecue lighter has been through the washing machine like 4 times, and it's still tough as nails. All I did here is gather the smallest, driest twigs I could find. I'm hoping it doesn't smoke too much, because at the end of the day, we're on the backside of a golf course. The tree cover should help dissipate some of the smoke, but as you can see, my first attempt here isn't going well at all. Everything is waterlogged. I live in the Pacific Northwest. It's been raining for the past 90 days or so. This is the second nice day we've had. I do have a lot of experience starting fires. It's not to sound like a pyro, but it's kind of my thing. I've always enjoyed it. All right, everybody, this has been Outdoors with Unc, reminding you go outside. It's good for your soul. Thank you for watching this far. If you made it this far and you want to see me sleep in that survival shelter behind me, if this video gets 10 likes or 100 views, I'll come out here and spend the night. All right.